Hey guys, it's Julia. I just wanted to talk about something that has been bothering me and has bothered me for quite some time now. And that's pretty much like, for example, um, someone will do something or say something, and people react by saying, like, oh, just ignore her or him or whatever. I'm gonna go by her and she because I am talking from personal experience. But like when someone does or says something and people say, oh, just ignore her, she's just doing it for attention. And this can be like anything. Like, more often than not, it's maybe like just posting something on the internet that is relevant to, like, along the lines of self-hatred or suicidal, thoughts, or and like being violent or anything, not even necessarily towards yourself but towards other people, like in general. I could be saying things like that, posting things like that, or it could even be going as far as like self harm or having an eating disorder. And I don't know if this is like a common experience, but people honestly will look at someone with an eating disorder and say, like, or who cuts themselves or burns themselves, etc., and will say, oh, they're just looking for attention. And I just, I think, yeah, maybe they are. Maybe that's exactly what they're doing. Maybe, and maybe it's other motives, you know. Maybe they do it because it makes them feel better. It gives them some sort of control in their life. And yes, personally, like, that's one of the main reasons that people will do something like that. It's not always necessarily for attention, but people will perceive it as such. Sorry. And just like going on with that, like, maybe if someone is doing something looking for attention, why should we ignore them? Give me one good reason why we should ignore someone who is posing a threat to themselves and to other people. Why should we ignore them? Why should we just let them do what they're doing? Because they're not harming anyone? Yeah, exactly, right? These people who don't understand, just because you can't understand why they would do something doesn't mean that they're a bad person. And honestly, like, I want to know. I want to know why it's irritating to you that someone would do something and it's not even affecting you. And honestly, like, I see this everywhere. Okay, I see this even with like healthcare professionals, with psychiatrists, and they'll be like, for instance, I was in a family meeting with my mom when I got out of the ward, okay? And my dad was saying that there were instances in the past that I have threatened suicide and I never pulled through with it. And he started thinking that it was because it was just a cry for help or a cry for attention, and it meant nothing. And eventually he just, like, didn't care about it anymore, whatever. Like, you get used to it, right? And the psychiatrist actually shocked me in saying that there's no way of knowing whether it is attention seeking behavior or not, you know, but I guess that's on Julia to stop doing that and stop expressing her need for attention in those kinds of ways. Wouldn't it make more sense to say something along the lines of, oh, maybe they were cries for attention, but generally, if someone is saying something like that, you should probably pay attention to them. Wouldn't that make more sense? No, apparently not. Apparently it's on me. Apparently it's on everyone who's out there posting things, dressing a certain way, harming themselves, starving themselves, whatever it may be. They just need to grow up, right? They just need to grow up. And that's all that needs to happen. Basically, what I'm trying to say, which whatever. Just end note here. If someone is looking for attention, maybe it's because they need it. Think about it.